you, I've always wanted to ask you a couple things, and I think in all these years I've never asked you.
Yeah, sure.
I know when we first met in 2006, you had just had what some people would call a life-altering injury and tragedy happen that really took you away from your purpose of fighting. And what did you do to get over that and to fix it and triumph over it?
At first, I was young, so at first I was like, end of the world, my life's over, I can never do what I want to do again. And then through meeting you, I got to meet you in that time period, but I really got to slow down and like see the aspects of life. I got to see like, you know, God was like, go this direction, and I remember you telling me that if you constantly have your plate full, there's no places to put things on your plate. So when I got hurt, my plate was completely wiped clean. It was nothing on my plate. I had no direction. I literally sat. I was like, what do I do? I was so get up in the morning, train, go to train, eat, sleep. So in routine, when I got hurt, it was like, now what? What do I do? And ironically, we met, and then that became my plate, speaking and doing animal rights stuff and in that direction. And then when that ended, again, it was like, now what? So I've learned through different experiences and through things abruptly ending and things just happening and plates being clean, it's just, you know, wait, be patient. See what comes your direction. I mean, I still have to say no to some things. Like, that's really not my essence. Like, I don't want to do that. Just waiting and seeing the gifts that are coming. Seeing what's next for me.
So when something happens that may seem like a hardship, you know now that that's sometimes space for great things to come in.
Yeah, sometimes it's space to actually just slow down, reevaluate, refocus, recenter, balance your life. I know when I was before I got injured, my life was nothing but training, no social life. It was just training. And when I got hurt, I got to have a social life, and I got to learn to balance. That was another thing, I was learning to balance. When I came back and recovered and fought again, I learned to have that balance. Yeah. So I got to continue to train, but then have the social life, and then have my me days, like you call them. Self-care days. You don't have a day where you're sitting in the spa, you're getting your nails done. Yeah. So it just learning through the balance, and like you said, when something happens, just looking for the gifts.
Totally.
It might seem tragic, it might seem like the world's gonna end, but there's always something that's gonna come your way.
Totally. Yeah. And then what about you do modeling for all kinds of companies and photo shoots and things, and look amazing.
Thank
and
you.
It's so opposite of when I've seen you in the ring as this tough girl. I wouldn't even think it's the same person. Like, that's just an amazing ability to me to be two different people like that. And how does that work for you? How do you manage to balance those two things?
Well, when I'm modeling, I'm fully in my like female power, I guess you could say, like totally feminine. Actually, I'm gonna take that back, because sometimes they're different shoots. Sometimes I'm really edgy.
Yeah, like a motorcycle.
A motorcycle, yeah. Sometimes I'm really soft, like the brides dresses, the wedding dresses. Sometimes it's a different element, but I'm always beautiful or always sexy or always empowered, and it's a completely different opposite from when I'm fighting, because when I'm fighting, I'm hair's braided and I'm fully focused on beating someone up.
Yes.
I don't know how else to say it, but both of them are extremely empowering.
Both of them use your power, your passion, your confidence.
Yes, they each have different confidence. If you ever learn a martial art, it has a whole different confidence level. It's knowing I can walk down the street and I can defend myself. It's knowing, it's just a whole different type of confidence that you really can't explain unless you've done the martial arts.
Would you say it's always getting you out of your comfort zone with both of them?
Yeah, every time no matter how many times you get in the ring, there's still that, oh my god, I'm doing what feeling?
Yeah.
Like, my stomach's turning, and I'm like, wait, some girl's trying to fight me right now? Like, I don't know how, I can be super prepared and know that I'm at my top and know that I'm at my best and I'm conditioned and I'm ready to go, and there's still that, what are you doing right now feeling?
Got it.
Yeah, there's always that. I would be crazy if, I think I'd be crazy if I didn't have that a little bit of fear going into the ring. And then when I'm modeling, I don't know if that pushes me outside of my comfort zone. I think I'm really comfortable in that. And if it was out of my comfort, like too much lingerie or too much skin showing, I don't do it. I chose not to do that. So I think fighting is what gets me out of my comfort zone.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Modeling
Very
is
cool. Well, that's very inspiring, and I love doing things out of my comfort zone, and I often think of you when I'm faced with something like that where I'm kind of, oh, that's not really me. And so thank you for inspiring me, and let's go in and hang out some more.
Yeah.
All of the fashion that you've seen here on the show, worn by Kim Summers Egelsee and some of the guests, have been provided by Detour. To find out more information, go to detourstyle.com.